Imagine finding an extra $1.8 billion. The state of South Carolina just did. And they have no idea how the account, nicknamed the mystery account, got there. Or who's in charge of it? What did they do with all this money? Our Elizabeth Pratt is joining us live. Elizabeth, good morning. How does over $1 billion go unnoticed?
Can you imagine? Talk about a wake-up call. That would be some nice Friday news, right? So South Carolina has this surplus. Yeah, right. A surplus problem to the tune, like you said, of 1.8. So almost $2 billion has been accumulating interest over really almost the past decade. So state officials are now finger pointing because they're saying, you know, where did this come from? So look at these two gentlemen on your screen. It seems like there was a communication breakdown between the state treasurer, you can see him there, Curtis Loftus, and the comptroller general. His name is Brian Gaines. So Gaines is new to the position. His predecessor stepped down just about a year ago following a major accounting error. His office admitted they had inflated the state's cash by about $3.5 billion.
Raise several questions about what is actually going on and who is ultimately responsible.
Yeah, who is ultimately responsible, right? So for context, the state's comptroller general is like an accountant. The treasurer is more of an investor for the state. But in theory, Hannah, they should be working together. They should be holding each other accountable. So allegedly, Gaines was getting up to speed with his new job. That's when he found the $1.8 billion in what you said is called a mystery fund. Loftus says the money has always been accounted for. It was managed. It was invested in accordance with the state law. But now there's questions by state lawmakers who are saying, well, they didn't know about the money, and they're calling on both men to testify because we're seeing some finger pointing here. So we've reached out to both offices. Gaines has been speaking to local media. He wrote in part, the fund is designated as a non-reportable fund that should always maintain a $0 balance. The $1.8 billion was never removed by the treasurer's office from the fund and assigned to the appropriate fund. The issue is, what was the source of the $1.8 billion, and in what fund does it appropriately belong? Okay, so Hannah, where do we go from here? State lawmakers are saying, let's put it in a different fund, and let's wait to figure out what the origins of this money is. But then you have the governor saying, there's really no rush to spend it. I think the bottom line is, Hannah, what would you do with an extra $2 billion? What do you think on this Friday?
I would pay my mortgage. What about you, Elizabeth? I'm going to be very responsible and then figure it out. What about you?
I think I would do the mortgage and then plan for the kids' colleges. And then maybe I would buy myself something nice.
Yes, you deserve something nice. $1 billion or not. Elizabeth Pratt, thank you so much.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.